Welcome to the. I didn't know what to call this battle because here's my guess on what it's called. I know the place is called Lily of the Valley Islands. Yes?
Yep.
But what is the tournament called?
The Lily of the Valley Islands Sinnoh League Victors Tournament.
Okay, luckily it was a good idea not to call it that because we'll be here it'll be a long time.
Yeah.
And that's another thing I want to address before we start this episode is that in this universe, in order to enter the Sinnoh League, it's kind of a bit of BS, don't you think? Yeah, you have to go around, gather 8 gym badges. Then, instead of like normally in the games universe, you could walk up and beat the Elite Four and challenge Cynthia for her title. But in this universe, you have to go around, get 8 gym badges. Then you've got to go not to the league, but to this tournament where it's like an entry tournament where the best of the best, and they knock out who's worthy to fight the Elite Four, and then whoever wins this tournament gets to fight the Elite Four and challenge Cynthia for her title if you make it that far.
Pokemon Sword and Shield does something like that.
Oh, yeah. Oh, hi, Donick. I should mention in the chat, do you want to say as well in the chat, we aren't going to be able to reply to comments because this is a commentary.
Are you going to spell answer right this time?
You sucks. I can't take the risk. I know it's got a W in it. I will let Adam, of course, do the honors of putting in the chat that we will not be able to respond to comments. But thank you, Donick, for appearing. If you want to watch this with us, you can get your Blu-ray, DVD, or whatever you have, or we'll provide the link when I've got time to put in the description. You may want to mute your audio for a second before you're on that stream or reaction, because I can hear it pick up on my end.
Sorry about that.
Right, I'll leave you to type it in. Alright, I'm just... Hello! If you're wondering why I'm on camera, guys, I'm having camera issues, so Adam's only just putting on temporarily. He's putting in the chat right now. We are unable to answer... Right, Adam? I'm assuming he is. Adam?
I was having problems spelling commentary.
Oh.
It's done now.
Okay, good. Right then, that being said, guys, like I said, make sure you have your Blu-ray, DVD, or whatever way you have of watching these 3 episodes, which is episode 655.
Don't forget your popcorn, guys.
Is it that worthy? Is it that awesome? Okay, in my opinion, take that back. It is the best fight of Pokemon I've seen, not because of special effects, but because it has meaning and weight behind it. But that's just my opinion.
Well, for me, the best battle belongs in the Alola League with Ash versus Professor Kukui.
Really? What makes that battle so awesome?
A, it's 4 episodes long. B, it summarizes the entire journey up because you can feel how much Ash has gone through throughout that journey. And C, Tapu Koko and Naganadel, or Naganadel as I pronounce it, make an appearance in it.
Right. Where would you put this fight on like your top 10?
Oh, it's definitely on the top 10.
What spot?
Probably 3.
Oh, damn, that high. So one of the best.
Yeah. It's only lost to Ash versus Professor Kukui and Ash versus Alan. Oh,
it's always that Alan fight I don't like the fact that it's because it's like, oh, it's newer stuff and that that's a bit. I don't buy that. I want a better reason than it looks prettier.
And you're just going to ignore the fact that my second favorite Pokemon of all time appears in it.
Well, no, I'm not. But I just don't want the excuse to be it's newer stuff, and it makes sense that it's going to look better.
Well, the excuse isn't newer stuff. Like, one of my favorite battles as well belongs in the Johto League, and purely because of how infuriating and funny I see it, Ash versus Richie was also a good one as well.
Adam did acknowledge we're not going to be able to answer the comments, but we're going to get this out of the way for the final time. Seriousness TV says this question, and I'm wondering why. Because Adam, go for it. He said,
So what's the commentary about? Oh, it's
Adam?
about we're just going to be watching the Pokemon Sinnoh League Battle of Ash versus Paul, and we're going to be commentating on it, like what mistakes may have happened on either side to cause the result that happened, and also this was my Christmas present from Lucas to me. And he brought that up and asked if I'd like to join because I know more about Pokemon than he does. Much more, I must add. I'm not showing off or anything. But, so, at parts of this we will be pausing just to explain what's happened and what we would do to change it. And all 3 episodes would be played from beginning to end. So this will be roughly over an hour long, just watching Pokemon, which I'm not objecting to.
And that's not a bad thing. Talking about Pokemon, that's one of Adam's claps, probably. Anyway, though.
Oh yeah, it's one of my favourite things to do.
Now, for those of you who aren't aware, we also have to, like in the previous video, we also have to talk about who Ash and Paul are. You already know who Ash is because you watched the show, but the whole Ash and Paul rivalry, let's talk about it.
Well, basically, both of these characters raise their Pokemon in completely opposite ways, I might add. Ash seeing them as their best friends and wanting what they want to do, just to have them learn and grow as they go on to become what is probably one of Ash's best teams. Whereas with Paul, he sees them kind of like how Giovanni does, tools for battle, just not as dark or menacing as that.
Yeah.
But he has such a different training style to Ash, where he actually got fed up with his Chimchar and released it, where Ash went on to catch it, and in this battle it'll be an Infernape, which is kind of like a full circle thing, and is actually so catching to the audience that even Team Rocket likes it. And that is basically Ash and Paul's rivalry, and this is the final confrontation.
Hopefully he comes back. It would be nice if he does, but fingers crossed.
I think he's more like Paul is more like the Midnight Entity thing. We know little about him, kinda, and I don't want to learn any more about him as this can ruin his character. So I'd rather he don't come back.
Okay, stay gone. Right then. Mm-hmm. Anyway, though, that being said, are you ready, Adam?
Aye, Captain.
Oh, don't. I have. You did it on purpose.
Oh, yeah.
Right. Everyone, before we're also doing the theme song, the Sinnoh League Victor's theme in this, and I believe it also has exposition, intro, and narration. So, Adam, you can give your thoughts on that?
Well, most of the time this is considered as filler. For this one in particular, it doesn't feel like it because whilst the exposition is only at the beginning and the end of the battle, not in between it, which is good. It just cuts to audience members' reaction. But at the beginning, I like it especially because it just gives the reason why Paul just doesn't like Ash, and it's just because of how he acts around Pokemon. And leading that up to the final confrontation, I think is very well put together. And there will never be a rivalry just as serious as this one ever in the Pokemon anime.
Not even Alan in my mind, but that's just my opinion.
Well, I agree. It's not like Alan's at all. They tried recreating the kind of spark and desire and fire that happened with Ash and Paul with Trip, and we all know how that turned out. They learned from their mistakes, and they'll never have a rival just like Paul again. And I'm really glad about that. There'll never be something this serious as this. And Paul is my favourite rival because of that.
Likewise, I agree with that. Personally, I hope they don't ever do a serious rival again because you can't really top this. Unless you want to count the games and say, well, Silver exists, but that's the games.
Yeah, but strictly with the anime, Paul is the most serious of all the rivals. And Alan, Sawyer, Gary, and heck, even Barry to an extent, they all had something different to them, which made them good rivals. However, they had this thing missing to make them as good as Paul. I can't really explain it because I'm not really having time to think about this. I'm saying this off the top of my head like I do with literally every video I do.
Well, I was going to say development.
But development, I guess, is the best thing to do. But it's also because of how he treated Chimchar in the beginning and how Chimchar grew throughout the rest of the series. Like Cynthia said, Chimchar is the touchstone of their relationship.
That's right. Well, I think we've said enough exposition that we need to say. I am going to get this ready. Everyone, make sure you have your timestamp ready on whatever you're watching. Blu-ray, DVD, that'd be awesome. I don't know if Pokemon has its Blu-rays, but it'd be nice if it did. That being said, though, everyone, Adam, are you ready?
Yep.
Right, everyone, please, press play right now. It literally just starts off right at the fight. Literally, no wasting time. It literally starts right at the fight.
Mm-hmm.
Not wasting any time. Do you remember how long it's been since you watched this fight?
5 or 6 years.
Wow, same. Aggron and Pikachu. So, would you have switched any of these?
I would have instantly swapped Pikachu out for another Pokemon, but knowing why Aggron is out here,
Yeah.
I would have fallen into the same trap that Ash did.
Right. How do I put this? Who would have you, knowing their full team, who would have you sent out first on each account?
Well, like I said in the last stream, I'll always send out a flying type first, just to test the waters. So Ninjask on Paul's side and Staraptor on Ash's side.
Yeah.
How about you?
The intro, guys. So, Adam, thoughts?
This intro isn't as good as the other previous one, but it's still quite good in my opinion. There's no way it's the best, but I'll argue it's miles better than the Diamond and Pearl rap one.
Oh, hell that. I like that all of Ash's enemies, he's only got like 4 people on the intro titles. Like, you got a lot. Oh no, you got Nando. I can't remember
Nando, Conway, Barry, and Paul.
Yeah, that just tells you who he's going to fight, and you won't make it all the way. But then again, he never. I forgot there is exposition before this.
It's just training though, ready for the battle.
Because I was wondering why we're here at this point. We just touched Aggron.
I will argue though that Sinnoh as an anime series, it had quite a good batch of rivals, with Barry probably being the worst.
Yeah, they made Barry kind of annoying. I'm not saying he was like this in the game.
He is like this in the game.
Okay, then it's the true to source material, and that's not really the anime fight. But yeah, Barry strikes me as the person you want to get away from.
Yeah, I get that feeling a lot.
Does Barry solely rely on type advantages?
No, he relies solely on the trust he has in his Pokemon, whilst Ash does rely on types sometimes. Which is why Barry lost miserably in the 3-on-3 he had with Paul.
Yeah, he did have, Hitmonlee, Apollyon, and what was the final one? Oh, Skarmory, that's it. And he had Electivire, Ursaring, and what was the final one? Magmortar?
I think it's Magmortar.
It was with Skarmory. That's an annoying joke. No one really cares. Are you a fan of Dawn when it comes to the female characters?
I liked Dawn more than most of the other companions to Ash, But my favorite is obviously Serena.
I don't know what to say because I haven't seen that anime. Are you sad that Reggie didn't show up in person?
Not really, because I like the scene where he informed Paul's other Pokemon about the results of the fight.
At this point, the relationship has developed where he is more calm, but as soon as the fight gets on the way, he's back to a bit of his arrogance. Oh, a lot of things. No, not all people want to hear the answer because they don't want to be bothered. Because he starts to care. That's development.
Here's the scene I was talking about.
So is this like I was right about the whole he compares him to his brother thing?
He is similar to Paul's brother compared to Paul himself. But I think it's because like siblings normally do, they tend to argue a lot. So they tend to get annoyed about the people, which reminds them so much of their sibling.
Oh yeah, siblings do argue. No, some do, some don't. I know some that have better relationships than others.
Well, I argue with my sister quite frequently. I have my own reasoning behind it, though. So. It's a quote from the Sinnoh space legend, and they're also the exact same words Cynthia used.
There is a lot of exposition. I just don't like the fact that the episode did this to us. It starts off with the big fight going on, and then it cuts straight. Am I getting the right? This is the right episode, right?
Yeah.
Because I'm wondering why would it start with the Pikachu and Aggron and then cut to this?
Exposition.
Of course. So why involve Barry, please? Normally when a loser loses, they walk off from the lead victor's tournament.
Okay, Aggron leads off with Metal Claw, and he stays in with Pikachu, goes to Vine Tail.
Okay. Oh yeah, let's move. I'll give Pikachu credit. He will survive until like the final one of the finals. No, you didn't. You did it for your own reasons. That's because he's been practicing.
Okay, and a Thunderbolt.
And here comes that is powerful. But then again, I feel like Paul's being a bit sloppy because he's purposely not being his hardest.
He's doing it with a reason, though, just to investigate Ash's team.
Yeah, exactly. So he's probably not. He probably wants them to be eliminated. But I can imagine he would put some effort trying to use them.
Yeah, he's put an effort into it because I remember the Gastrodon especially puts in quite a good fight.
It does.
Yeah, but they're only there as like a throwaway Pokemon, but they're not completely throwaway.
I know which Pokemon's up next.
I'm hoping Staraptor.
Well, I know. I'm not going to spoil it.
It's either Staraptor or Torterra. I know that. Oh, seriously? Okay. Yeah, for the obvious type advantage, but I would have gone with Staraptor for close combat to save this amazing Pokemon for later. Or, because it's 4 times reach to ground, Torterra or Gliscor.
Yeah, I forgot. Have you forgotten how much involvement in the whole fight Infernape was?
I knew Infernape had a lot to play in the battle, especially against Drapion. that little monster.
We'll get to that one.
Yeah, and Electivire especially. Also, I just realised all of Ash's Pokemon, apart from Pikachu, has a move that's super effective against Disaggron.
So you're saying Ash should have wiped it sooner?
Ash had a choice of 5 Pokemon to beat Disaggron with. That's what I'm saying.
Well, again, is it? Well, obviously Paul knew that, and he picked him.
Yeah, but the abilities that Aggron can learn are Sturdy or Rockhead. They both don't help with Burn. So this time the status condition actually doesn't help the Paul.
In a way, the design of Aggron, as in its body proportions, does look similar to Nidoking. Which also Paul owns a Nidoking, which you haven't seen before, so that's nice.
Yeah, I did. Aggron is now down.
Yep, that's down for Aggron. By I'm wondering this goes into your whole thing about property damage. Who fixes it?
Who's what?
Who's fixing the property damage of that crash in the hole?
Well, the property damage isn't as bad as it's been in my tournaments. But I assume they get prepared during battles, so that means they either have a ton of builders or really good few amounts of builders.
But to be fair, we later see how explosive this fight gets, and I'm wondering who's going to clear this up.
Oh yeah, the entire battle gets up. The entire field gets uprooted essentially because of the flare blitz that goes underground.
Bingo. Yeah, so someone's going to have to fix that.
Yeah, I'm kind of glad that when that thing happened in my tournament, it was outside the arena.
Wise choice.
Yep.
Please choose Staraptor, I believe.
I think it is. Because I know it's not Torterra, because that's too easy. And Gliscor wouldn't be a good move either. Weasel, arguably, alright, but Staraptor is the next one, I believe.
Of course, we need to establish types again. Yeah, it is Staraptor. Because it's personal. Yeah. Because it's payback, justice, whatever you want to use. I haven't watched No Way Home yet. Manny, I'll get to it when I can.
Someone should not respond to comments.
Well, yeah, I know that, but I'm just referring to the last one, so might as well.
I've seen No Way Home.
Oh, hello. Let's remind ourselves about the whole counter shield thing, you know. There's your payoff.
So who would have thought Paul would have used a counter shield? Paul's adapted Ash's battle techniques. He took what he saw from their battle.
So in a way, he's complimenting Ash in some way.
Now that's the kind of brilliant stuff I expect from a guy who's good enough.
Well, yes, but also using his abilities against him.
Hasn't changed. Putting Ash off balance with his own moves before he starts gaining momentum is Paul through and through.
Thank you, Reggie.
So
exposition.
going to battle back now using those 6 Pokemon.
You know, you may sometimes not like the character Lyn, but Pokemon has way more exposition than Link series.
Yeah, but Lynn annoys me with the exposition because I keep forgetting he exists until it happens.
Okay, now this happens. Was this one of your favorite moments of the battle when we have this little scuffle goes down?
I think my favourite moments of the battle is just every time Drapion's on the screen.
Oh, okay. That's gotta hurt.
I know what it does next. It uses water pulse but shoots it right in the sky, doesn't it?
Yeah. I mean, would you have just shot it from where he was, like, underneath, or would you just done what he had done?
No, I know why I did it, just to avoid recoil damage, which I know water pulse can't do, but because of how close it is, it would make it very likely he'll get hit by recoil.
There are some creative moves that Paul does. Oh, come on, gravity.
I think Gastron plans on moving right before it hits.
Well, that's obvious. I mean, no one would say.
Yeah, but because of Gastrodon's typing, it'll just be neutral effectiveness.
Thank you, Brock.
Oh, direct hit. Super effective move. Staraptor should be seriously badly injured.
Anyway, I'll just say this. If case the worst happens, we'll pause with Iru's connection.
Right. Okay. There's still a more obvious choice.
Out next. We all know what's coming next, I believe.
Yeah, but Gastron has to go down first because it's the throwaway.
I was looking up at the screen for 1 second. Would you call that a wise move?
No. No, not a wise move at all. I see why he used them, but seriously, like, if he used Pikachu, Infernape, Charizard, Sceptile, and other Pokemon that he's had throughout his other journeys, including Snorlax, he would have won easily.
Well, thank you, Don, for telling us. Can you just leave, please, Harry? No one wants you. Team Rocket's better. At least they're memorable.
Oh yeah, I forgot I had Ice Punch.
It does have an Ice Punch?
Yeah. And that's down.
Okay, now it's out.
Now it's time for Drapion.
Don't count your chickens before they hatch, you know what I mean? Because 3 minutes is nothing. There's a reason for that, Storm. Because I'm sure at this point when you first watched it, you're wondering what Paul was up to, why he was losing twice. Or unless I got lucky. And now it's time for the torture device, isn't it?
Yeah, that's Ogre Scorpion itself.
I forgot exactly when he does Toxic Spike. I think it's when...
I think it's almost immediately after it comes out.
Okay. Now, I've got something to say about this Drapion. Thank you, Reggie. Thank you. Is this the Drapion he caught in the wild, or is this the one he got from Reggie? Because I know Reggie had one.
Well, I don't know.
Well,
Like you, it's been ages since I've seen it, so I won't know.
If I had to guess, it's the one where he used in the wild and he caught it, because that's what I assume.
Alright, well, at least off Pin Missile, so it doesn't go with Toxic Spikes almost immediately after it comes out.
Counter shield. Right.
Cross Poison.
It is amazing how he can control his body, Drapion.
Yeah, it's a bit of a creepy image, seeing his whole neck turn around.
Oh, how about we got commercial break?
Their second full battle is raging, with Ash initially in the lead, but Paul's counterattack has begun. Will Ash taste victory, or will Paul? The answers are soon to come.
Well, considering the fact, never mind. Anyway, though,
Okay, so it's one episode down.
Yep, we are now moving on to a real rival browser, right?
Yep.
Right, now, scrolling down. Well, for me, I usually going to skip to the next episode, or you're going to use the link? Right. Prepare to play episode when you're ready.
Give me a minute. Almost loaded.
Right.
Okay, it's loaded now.
Before we start, do you want us to skip intro and exposition, or just play the whole thing?
I might as well play the whole thing.
Right here. When you're ready, I will start the countdown.
Okay, I'm ready.
3, 2, 1, pressing play.
As the Sinnoh League quarterfinals unfold at Lily of the Valley Island, the battle between Ash and his longtime rival Paul rages on, with Ash eliminating Paul's first two Pokemon, Aggron and Gastrodon, early in the match. However, unwavering as always, Paul came roaring back with a counterattack using his third Pokemon, Drapion. And so, the burning question begs to be
I believe this Drapion takes out 3 Pokemon. I could be wrong.
I know it takes down the Weasel Torterra. I think it takes down Gliscor?
I believe it takes out Staraptor.
If that's so, then that's 4.
No, I think Gliscor is the one that takes out Drapion.
I thought it was Infernape that takes down the Gliscor. No, the Drapion.
Well, we'll see.
Yeah, but not on this episode, though. Probably the next one.
That's how long Drapion lasts, ladies and gentlemen. Right, here we go.
A real rival rouser.
It doesn't help with you, Ash. Torture, great.
I think something that annoys me about this kind of thing, though, Drapion doesn't do anything apart from just restrain Weasel. Doesn't do anything else after that.
Well, maybe Paul was going to do something, but I don't know what he would have done.
He's taking the sweet ass time with it.
Here's my question: does Cynthia have to show, or does she like? Yeah, I feel like I will watch something.
Well, Cynthia needs to see what her future possible opponent will be.
Okay, I guess she has to show up. She's like, yeah. You have to show up for this event. You can't choose to.
Okay. Here we are, Toxic Spikes. Right
Oh,
before
here we go.
right before Breezel hits the field, meaning I was right in my assumption I didn't say Breezel is going to get poisoned.
Should have brought a poison like Luck with you then.
Or Steel.
What does Steel do?
Steel's immune to poison.
Fair enough.
Was
have
the
any?
poison? No, he doesn't. Was a poison type would be better though, because they'll just nullify the Toxic Spikes. Flying types also help because they can't get hit by the spikes unless they got smacked down to the ground. But yeah, Steel and Poison are the best types to have against Toxic Spikes.
So he deliberately let him get caught and didn't do him because he knew he wanted Weasel to escape.
That might have been a plan B, because I doubt that he would just trap Weasel without doing anything.
Thanks, Dawn. Oh yeah.
A problem with the Staraptor though, all its moves are physical attacking, means it has to get up close.
I am receiving non-stop notifications from my friends, so I'm trying to ignore them. Oop. That tail. Ouch.
Cross Poison right up close. Ouch.
That tail. Slamming down. Ouch.
Poor Staraptor.
Is he the most abused?
Staraptor
Maybe
definitely
not.
gone through a lot, but I don't think it's had the most abuse to it in this battle. It just stood no chance against Drapion.
Well, we have to make it 10, Sash. We have to do this. Is it? Really? You probably was switched. Really?
Oh, don't worry, that's actually a good move.
I don't get. I'll get it later. So why do you think that's
Toxic Spikes are the reason, plus Poison Jab, and I'm only assuming a move to counter ground types, like I do my Drapion with Ice Fang. But ground types is Drapion's only weakness, so they're both equal, but Pool obviously has a counter to that. Oh yeah, Cross Poison is a good move as well.
I think every Pokemon in Ash's team is affected by the Toxic Spikes, correct?
Gliscor isn't. Gliscor can be affected by it, but because Gliscor's a flying type, it won't get affected immediately.
Alright.
This Drapion better have Ice Fang.
Huh?
I hope this Drapion has Ice Fang.
If it doesn't...
If it doesn't, then I'd like to know why Paul was so glad to see it appear.
What, Torterra?
Yeah, because Cross Poison and Pin Missile aren't reliable moves to take care of it.
Well, I believe because he knew... I have no idea. I had something, but I lost it.
Okay, let's see. Poison Fang. Really?
Poison Fang?
Poison Fang, Cross Poison, Pin Missile, and Toxic Spikes.
Is that a good move set for you?
I would have swapped out Poison Fang for Ice Fang and Pin Missile for X Scissor. Actually, no, not X Scissor, Night Slash, because that's stab.
Oh.
But it's just okay, I guess.
Even the bad thing, he's going to allow him to heal. He is allowing him to heal.
Yeah, giving him a chance. He's messing around. Plus, he's still poisoned.
Well.
Then Missile again.
Torterra sucks in this show, I'm sorry.
Like I said, it is crap.
AFK.
Unable to battle, because he's crap.
Douche. Now, if it was Paul Ticker, that's another story.
Okay, so there's 3 Pokemon that Drapion KO'd.
Torterra didn't really do much in this battle at all.
He doesn't do much at all since he evolved.
So that's why he was happy to see Torterra. Okay. We just got exposition to throw off why.
See, it baffles me that Ash did not realise that. He should have realised it was a bit too easy at the start.
They both have too much confidence in each other.
See, I think Frostas comes out next, but I don't remember Frostas going against Gliscor.
Why would you do that? Because he expects you to do that. He even said, you...
Ninjask's next. I thought it was Frostas.
I was going to say... Was it wise for Paul to give away his strategy to Ash?
Well, considering that he can't go back to that strategy, which is to purposely let 2 of his Pokemon go down, he can't exactly go back to it because they're fainted. They can't be used in this battle anymore.
Perhaps. I mean, it's done its purpose. Oh god. I don't think its speed boost ability ever gets into play, does it?
It gradually gets faster after each turn. So, whilst it's not mentioned, it's something which people that actually know its ability would take into account.
Ouch.
Toxic Spikes?
Yeah, so it does get affected by the Toxic Spikes.
I know it did. And now comes, I believe it's Infernape. Because I remember a specific scene where Infernape gets Giga Drained by it.
Isn't that Giga Drain is Torterra's move, isn't it?
No. Ninjas can learn Giga Drain as well.
Oh, okay.
But with the exception of Pikachu, all of Ash's Pokemon have been poisoned.
About damn time. I'm sure when this first happened, this surprised you as well.
Yeah, but when I saw what was happening, I was like, oh, okay. Why can't you do that in the game?
Property damage. Because how important was it that he wanted Toxic Spike?
Obviously important enough as that's like a crutch, let's say, to stand on to make the battle a bit easier for you. Which is why I kept saying to you when you were doing my gym challenge to teach your Drapion Toxic Spikes, so I know it would help you. Something that baffled me is that Ninjas didn't get incinerated by this, so...
Yeah. There's a question I have in this fight, and that is, why doesn't Drapion do Toxic Spikes again to put it back?
He didn't have the time to, I don't think. Plus, 2 of Ash's remaining 3 Pokemon are already poisoned, so I don't think he took that as a thing to worry about, as it will only affect 1 other Pokemon.
Alright.
See, there's the Giga Drain.
Okay. So it did take a long time.
Yeah, but it's a frail bug type. It should have gone down almost. It should have been in beaten almost immediately.
So it's a tough ninja.
I don't know how the hell that happens, but okay. Plus, Giga Drain isn't very effective, so that shouldn't do much in Infernape anyway.
That's gonna hurt.
I don't see how a fighting type move actually KO'd a bug flying type. It should be quadruple resistant to it, and it still KO'd it. That's how much damage it took from the Flare Blitz.
Yeah, but
Now
Paul
Frost-
has the advantage because
Now it's Frostlass versus Pikachu, and yeah, I assume what you're going to say is Paul has the advantage because 2 of Ash's Pokemon are poisoned.
yeah, they haven't but battled yet. I was gonna say, you're right. Well, it's probably the wrong choice.
I would have said Pikachu's the right choice considering he withdrew Infernape before Frostlass came out. And also, I would have stayed with Pikachu because I would have saved Infernape for later. So I agree with Ash's choice here.
Right. I don't think I can hear you. Okay.
I know Pikachu wins against Frostlass, I just don't remember how.
Well, gives you reason to watch.
I can only picture him. I can only picture Pikachu using Iron Tail on the battlefield to try and create a sandstorm to get rid of Frostlass's Snow Cloak, and then hit it with another Iron Tail to just KO it.
One of your favourite words, Paul.
Yay! Paul said the thing. This may be a bit biased on my end, but I generally think Paul should have won this battle.
Right, this whole scuffle or the whole thing?
Well, both.
Okay. Why that?
Whilst I'm glad Infernape won because it finished up his story and Ash's rivalry with Paul, Paul simply had better Pokemon. Ignoring his sacrifices, he has two great Pokemon, one okay, and one Ninjask. I'll let you decide if that's good or bad.
So he had to win, that's the excuse, obviously.
Yeah, but then he immediately lost to Tobias in the next battle. But then again, Paul would have lost to Tobias anyway, because, come on, it's a Darkrai.
Well, they have to have development and chaos, so... Anyway, then. Pikachu.
Yeah, Hail's gone, so the Snowcloak is no longer a problem.
You love your ice shot, don't you?
Well, it's a priority move, you can't go wrong with it.
So that's how you take him out, or her out. Ouch.
Unfortunately for Frostlass, it's very frail. Defenses aren't that good. Still a great Pokemon, though.
No, you're not.
I remember, I think it's Electivire that's next.
No.
Because I know Electivire takes down Pikachu.
Okay.
And Infernape obviously KO'd the, no wait, Gliscor is still here.
Yes.
Electivire takes down the Gliscor as well. With, because catching the Gliscor with its, one hand, he then retorts using Brick Break on it, which finishes it off.
Hmm. I don't know if anyone else does that. You don't do that.
I mean, we at McDonald's do drink on the job, but we do it. We're supposed to do it where our customers can't see, and also it's like a small cup, 0.2 liters, so 200 milliliters.
Yeah, of course. Drapion by 4. Something, please.
There's no way Gliscor takes down the Drapion. I could have sworn it was Inferno.
I'll take your word for it.
Oh, must be Gliscor because, well, Drapion's out here.
Yes, it is. Gliscor is the one who takes it.
Well, yeah.
And that gives you a bit of respect for Gliscor. Not that you didn't, but more respect.
In all fairness, though, Gliscor has the advantage against Drapion because the only moves Drapion has that he can use against Gliscor are Cross Poison, Poison Fang, and Pin Missile. All three of them are not very effective against it. Toxic Spikes won't do anything to it. Yes, it's poisoned, but it won't do much.
Superman! Ow.
Drapion can't seem to find Gliscor anywhere. While Gliscor is far above them, spinning safely in the air. Way to go, Gliscor! Now that is the way you win an air battle. Yeah, Gliscor's training is really paying off. Right, and you can thank the air battle master. Now Gliscor's safe even after not being able to move right after using Giga Impact. Gliscor's been training really hard.
Exposition.
I've got to admit that Gliscor and Ash together are just too awesome for words.
That's you're not, Barry.
This would have been a surprise for Paul. Whoever wins this thing is anyone's guess now. I know Paul can't predict Ash's battle strategy now.
Shouldn't you be on your brother's side, support him? What do I know?
Well, I know why Reggie's supposed to be supporting Paul because brothers, and also he knows Paul is a good trainer.
And we're going to go to the end for the next episode coming up now.
It ends with Drapion down, doesn't it? No. Okay.
The commercials. I'm Paul.
Yeah. Just bear me for a minute, though. I need to take care of something. In the middle
No, you need to go to the bathroom, probably.
No, not this time.
Okay. Bear with us and we'll begin the final part. I need to get my timestamp to 0. I think I'm at timestamp 0. Yep. Now we just gotta wait.
Yep, nearly done.
Right ho.
Okay, I'm just getting up episode 657 right now, and then I'll let you know when it loads and I'm on timestamp 0.
By the way, when we get to our normal call time, would you like to watch your Spider-Man and do our call next year or something? It's up to you.
Oh, crap. I won't be able to call tonight. So.
That's fine. You go ahead and watch your movie and finish it.
Yeah, okay, I'm at timestamp 0 now.
Alright, 3, 2, 1, pressing play.
As the Sinnoh quarterfinal battle between Ash and Paul rages on from Lily Valley Island, Ash has 3 of his 6 Pokemon
Position.
while Paul has only 2. Those numbers may appear to give Ash the advantage.
We might as well take the time to establish where we're at right now.
What do you mean by that?
Oh, the score is Ash has 3 Pokemon.
Yep.
Paul has 2.
Yep. And the Pokemon that
One
they
has not
have,
found yet.
and the
And we all know
Pokemon
who
they
that
have,
Pokemon is.
and the Pokemon that they have, Ash has Pikachu, Infernape, and Gliscor. All have taken a fair amount of damage, whilst Paul has Drapion, which has taken tons of damage, and an Alexei, which is yet to battle. So,
Which is, yeah.
anyone's guess.
It is nice payoff because if you remember back in Lake Cutie, Chinchou didn't battle much at all. So it's a nice payoff for that. So you defeat Sushi. Well, we're fine. Has Drapion taken much damage?
It's taken a fair amount, but not a lot. So help me, this Drapion better not KO this Gliscor.
No, this is the move that does it.
Okay, it's burnt.
This is the move that knocks him out. Goodbye, Drapion.
Oh, thank God. Thank God for Ash, because A, 1 Pokemon left, and B, that monster's done. And B, I would have been furious if Drapion beaten Gliscor because of its moveset.
Yeah, we know Gliscor's definitely going to lose next round.
Brick break.
Yeah, type advantage.
It's not a type advantage.
Yeah, Gliscor has type advantage, but...
Yeah, Gliscor's type advantage, but we know he will get beaten. But when you said type advantage, I was thinking, there's no way Electivire has the type advantage. Gliscor's part ground type.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's Pikachu versus Electivire first, okay.
No, Ash is going to do something wise for a change. Okay, never mind.
Thank you, Gliscor. You actually have a brain.
So it wasn't Ash's choice. So I take the 5 very back.
No, the commentator just lets it be Ash's choice because he can't give that thought to Pokemon, can he?
No. But you could say that, Brock, you could say the same for any Pokemon. All the Pokemon have taken dashes on Ash's team, so it doesn't matter.
Well, yeah. Every Pokemon on Ash's team, just not Paul's Electivire, though.
I mean, throwing a bunch of rocks is not... It's kind of the equivalent of Stone Age in a way.
Yeah, he's essentially just gave it Stone Age without teaching it Stone Age. Which it can learn, by the way.
Just like before when Infernape used Flare Blitz from underground. I guess it's Paul's way of getting back at Ash for using the field to his advantage.
Payoff.
Are you alright?
Sure he is.
I'll sell for sure. Let's finish this up, Gliscor, with big impact. Block it. Oh no! And the Electivire's tails have Gliscor firmly trapped. I can't believe Gliscor's caught again. Paul likes to take his opponent's attacks and then wait for just the right moment to strike back.
Gliscor gets captured a lot, doesn't he?
Only twice.
There's also that time with Torterra, though, okay?
Yeah, that was in the Lake of Cutie battle, though.
And that's the end.
Gliscor's down. Pikachu also goes down the same way, though.
for another payoff. We'll get to. However, there's literally a scoreboard. You can literally watch that.
Jesse's not the brightest of that group. I argue, apart from Wobbuffet, Jesse's actually the dumbest of all three of them.
Okay. And this is to pay off how they met, basically.
Yeah, there was their first matchup.
That's the second time they've done a close-up thing.
Calling back to leg accusing.
Again, okay.
Oh, if it's not broke, don't fix it.
Oh, you might maybe Pokemon could take that advice instead.
I remember something similar like that happened in the Kalos League with Ash versus Sawyer, and Pikachu defeated that opponent in the same way by flicking it at the Pokemon to where it can't protect itself. So whilst it does go back to old strategies, it counters them in different ways.
Because Ash is an idiot sometimes. I don't think he's up to anything, actually, Reggie. Is he? I don't think he is.
And he's gone. Okay, well, I'll pause it then. Timestamp is 7 minutes 24 seconds in. Just need to wait for Lucas now. I don't know what happened. But if he doesn't come back after 5 minutes, I'm going to assume that his phone died and we'll just cancel the stream here and we'll record it another day. But until he comes back, I'm just going to sit in silence.
I'm back.
Okay.
Sorry, guys. I had a lag.
You back?
Yeah, I'm back.
Yeah. Okay, you might want to turn your camera off.
Yeah, bear with me. I accidentally took myself out, but I'm back. Oh god, property damage.
Well, the timestamp is 7 minutes 24 seconds.
Yeah, my footage is still playing with you.
My timestamp is on 7 minutes 24 seconds.
Hold up, did you pause? Oh,
yes,
I
I did,
realize.
because you left.
Where are you at?
7 minutes 24 seconds.
Yeah, I'm at. Sorry. What happened when I quote-unquote left?
Pikachu just got out of Electivire's tails and is just showing Paul's reaction, which is just an angry stare, I guess.
Okay. 3, 2, 1, pressing play. This is time property damage. As we progress, I'm not sure how loud you've been able to. Is my audio clear throughout this entire commentary?
Your audio has been clear throughout the entire commentary.
Oh, good, because I was worried I was too far away from the microphone. Something silly.
There was nothing that Ash can do. Only Quick Attack would have done something.
Motor Drive time.
It's Motor Drive, not Overdrive. Overdrive's the move.
I said Motor Drive.
I heard Overdrive, sorry.
Okay, Motor.
Right. So with this Electivire,
And now for a
and
payoff.
Pikachu's moveset, only Thunderbolt and Volt Tackle wouldn't do anything. Iron Tail, Electivire resists. So Quick Attack was the only possible move it could have done. Pikachu is, in one word, screwed.
Now for payoff. Back with it, and he was another kid. Mm-hmm.
Come by Thunder Punch. And there is a move Electivire can still use using its left hand. That's Brick Break! Correct.
Payoff.
Brick Break, let's go!
That's got it.
That's only Pikachu.
Pikachu has abused.
Rip.
No, Pikachu!
Kiss the pavement.
Pikachu! Pikachu is unable to battle. Electivire wins. Number 5's out. And as is
Now time for the matchup of the century.
Really? That good?
Electivire was just a little bit
It's like
Well,
the best one-on-one Pokemon fight.
Well, it's the matchup that's been hyped up from the very beginning.
Oh,
Well,
yes.
since Ash had Chimchar.
Symbolism.
I'd argue, though, a better matchup is the Lance Mega Charizard X versus Ash's Ash Greninja.
Yeah, you and your Greninja love. Yeah. Pose for the photo. Insert Chumbawamba song.
And it's a critical moment for both of our competitors as Infernape faces off against Electivire. While Electivire
If you was at the Sinnoh League, whatever entry tournament it is, you would say this is probably the best battle. Because the guys one is kind of
It is definitely the best battle
Well,
of the entire Sinnoh League.
Well, I was going to say if you were in the audience.
If I was what?
In the audience of this entry tournament.
Like I said, it is definitely the best battle. I would probably see it as the best battle.
Oh, okay. We've still got 10 minutes left, so it's that long of a fight, but okay.
Bear in mind, it only lasts for like 5 minutes because the last 5 minutes is exposition, so we can end it after Electivire goes down.
Okay. Insert the Imagine Dragons song.
To the thunder, to the thunder, to the lightning and the thunder, to the thunder. But Dig is super effective. Yeah.
That's a nice callback to the Acuity fight where she punched him in the chin or head.
Yeah, but I believe that was the Ursaring it hit.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Oh.
I know I've seen battles between Ash and Paul before, but for some reason there's something completely different about this one.
It's
Nice
symbolism,
opinion,
though.
Don.
It may be because they're finally facing off against each other in the same state of mind.
What do you mean?
Reggie once called them two sides of the same coin. Mirrors of each other. They may have the same goals, but they've always taken different paths to reach them. Now they're really battling face to face, head on. And I think they both realize that. Either side is giving an inch.
Let's finish this up with
If you did bring your popcorn, I think you'd run out by this point.
Grab it, Bernie.
I didn't have any popcorn.
For those who did, I'm saying.
And Electivire's now holding on tight.
My popcorn didn't even last the start of the battle.
Well, someone did, it got heated by Infernape, so there you go. Okay, this moment would have fainted him, right?
I'm surprised it didn't faint.
The fact that Infernape is that tough. Oh,
Whilst
well.
I love Infernape, and it's actually one of my favourite Pokemon compared to Electivire, I need to be fair when I say it should have gone down. Its special defense isn't that good.
The referee is actually going to call it.
That's
but it's like,
exactly
no,
what that's exactly what Thunder is—a special attacking move.
Yeah, it's weird because like the referee was going to call it over, but like weird. Aren't you going to say anything? I wasn't talking to you. See, for some reason, Electivire lets them get up.
Oh, that's Electivire's mistake then that they lost.
Should have just called it.
So I guess that's the best you can do.
Why?
You're pathetic, just like always.
Why did you say that? Why? If you had just not said anything. Okay, this is on Paul's mistake. And like. Okay, that's property damage. I don't care.
It didn't damage anything. It just heated up the audience.
I'm surprised no one got hurt with that much fire.
Well, the referee is the only one that's in danger there. Everyone else is at a safe distance.
So this is what Ash was going for all along. Time for the real battle. All right, Infernape, flamethrower. Infernape more powerful than ever.
Is Motor Drive still active?
Yes, because Electivire wasn't substituted out.
Right. And we are literally going to come to a moment that's going to replicate the Wardock fight, I believe.
Which fight was it? If it was a Wardock fight, would it be again?
Like AXA? Or might be something else?
I don't think it was like AXA. I don't even know if it was Wardock.
But you know what? The reference I put that in for.
Yeah. I think it was probably Stritor versus Lycaxa. No!
Okay.
It was Krokol versus Stritor.
Oh.
It was Stritor versus Krokol.
Cool. And now for the
The
payoff.
last battle of round 2. The last battle of round 2. That was.
That's all. The referee somehow is not hurt.
That referee definitely has some body armor on him.
Electivire is unable to battle. Infernape wins, which means the victory goes to Ash of Pallet
Until he gets worse by time dies.
And that's all she wrote. After a fantastically fierce full 6-on-6 battle, the winner of today's
And that's the end of the commentary.
Obviously, we're not going to stop until the payoff of the rivalry stuff is done, so we still have 4 minutes to go.
I was not aware we were doing that.
Well, you want to wrap up the arc of the 2 characters, I thought.
We should have started from the very beginning then.
Here's what I think is going to happen. I think, like, the next step for Paul is, like, if he did fight Brandon again, which he is going to do, you think he would beat him in that time? I think he would.
He probably would have gone to Hoenn just to train up more then, because that's where Brandon is from.
Right.
Thank you. Good battle, Electivire. Well, huh?
Infernape, you okay?
Nothing to say, just walk off same. Well, not same, but walk off.
That's him. That's the trainer that uses Darkrai. Yeah, Darkrai.
Anything you want to say about Tobias? He should never existed.
Well, Tobias is only there just so Ash doesn't win the league, so
Which is redundant because he wins.
Sorry, but Paul lost.
the Alola League.
Yeah.
No, the battle will just make Paul stronger still. Soon as Paul gets back, then we'll have a battle.
I don't recall he ever used a Staraptor or that Swallow.
Swallow.
Yeah. I don't think Paul uses those.
I don't think those are his Pokemon though,
Not a sign.
because Paul released the Starly that he caught, the Starlies I meant, and I don't recall he ever caught a Swallow.
That's not very nice. It took you the champion, Cynthia.
So I believe they belong to Reggie.
Probably looking for Paul.
To pay off the rivalry arc, silly. He cares now. Ash cares about Paul.
When every life meets another life, something will be born. Today's battle certainly gave birth to something between those two as well.
They're friends now.
Connection.
When they met, Ash and Paul hated each other. But now they've grown, bound together with respect. That's why their battle was so great.
And the one thing that made it all possible.
Infernape's gotten a lot stronger.
Yeah, sure has, Paul. Are you going?
I lost Ash, didn't I? So there's no reason to
Go
stay.
up to Barry.
I'm going to go back to Snow Point City and request another battle there with Brandon.
Gotcha. Good luck, Paul.
Yeah. Thanks, you too.
Paul and Ash. Someday soon, they'll both be entering the Champion League, and how I look forward to that day.
And you will never again see this rivalry done any better.
I'll see.
Well, considering what Cynthia just said, Paul may return actually, because what she said about the Champion League, that's the Master Cup in the competition that Ash has taken part in Pokemon Journeys. So, for all we know, Paul could come back as he's secretly participating in it.
Prepares to move on to his next battle against Darkrai.
The plot divide.
Will fates allow our hero to taste victory again? The answer is
Gave a good moment for Sceptile though.
journey continues.
Well, there is, Adam, your Christmas present. I hope you enjoyed our commentary.
Yep. I enjoyed listening to it when we decided to revisit it.
Yes. I'm sure there were things that happened that you were unaware of after 5 or 6 years.
Yeah, like how stupid moves Ash makes, and that Paul actually made a few silly mistakes as well.
It was. Well, it's been an honor doing this with you. I hope this is going to be our final collaboration for 2021 and final video, which will also be uploaded on the archive channel, guys, so expect that. I may, do you want me to keep the originals on this channel, or should I just make them solely separately for the archive?
You can keep the originals if you like. It's your choice. It's your channel.
Fair enough. Well, guys, I should also mention, if anyone's expecting any more customs you haven't seen in my community, I am not doing any more customs for this year. I am taking my Christmas break. For Adam's channel, I think he's doing the same.
Yes, I am.
So, yeah, don't expect any videos. This is probably our final video on the archive channel for 2021. Oh, that means, are you going to do your year video before or after the,
I'll probably do it after the new year.
All right, guys, thank you all for watching. I will be on my way now, and for that, thank you, Adam, for joining me for this event. It's been an honor, and I will see you guys. Yeah,
Thank you for having me. Thank you for having me.
No problem. I'm happy to give you that. Adam, I know you're doing also a video for me for Christmas present, but I don't know what that is.
Yeah,
So
I just need to figure out what it is as well.
So there is actually another video coming on the Adam Burns channel, I believe?
Just the archive channel.
The archive channel for Adam. Adam is making a video. So on our channel, Adam still has a video to do. Well, thank you all for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you both Adam and I will see you in 2022 with another bunch of videos to do, including the Beast Quest All Generations tournament. Oh, God.
And wrapping up a Nuzlocke as well on my channel.
As for the Linksy series, I don't expect it to be done this year, as in the final episode, but hopefully next year you can expect the review along with the Q&A.
Mm-hmm.
Right, that being said, I will leave it to it. Thank you, Adam, once again. Until next time, Merry Christmas.
Out.
Happy New Year. Peace out.
Yeah. Peace out.